What is with all these Metro boards? We got 25 regionals. Look at that middle row. Are we gonna see a festival? Yo! Is it the Fable? Ooh, plant 5 seeds! Also a Metro space! You cannot tell me you're not excited for this row 3. I'm not even looking at anything else because I want to see the Metro board. Oh, I'm so excited. This could be insane. And look at column 4. The only thing that's bad about column 4 is that seaside space. And all those sandmen. So let's ignore those. Yeah, let's clear this no in-game sound. All you need to hear is my beautiful voice. Ooh, let's see. I'm kinda liking top left to bottom right on this board. Top left, bottom right, row 3, column 3. Let's double down. Let's go. I don't know if it's a good round for sure. I did just kind of whip it out because I'm a little bit blinded, right? It's so also the previous board was a plus sign board as well, with the row 3, column 3. My opinion can't be trusted at the moment because I see something I want to go for. And I can't decide whether or not it's actually good. Alright, so now we know the title of the game, Super Mario Odyssey. Hopefully the runners know exactly what they want to be doing. They're leaving at about 2:32 is when they hit the Sparky. So that's a pretty decent cascade. Might have been 2. Yeah, it's 2:32-ish. A lot of cutscene skips for Laurie. AwesomeAggron, already on that first move. I keep messing up his name. I want to say Aragon. I'm a little nerd. And just so everyone's aware, all clips, first moon skip, and the Luigi hint arts are all not allowed in this race. This is another pure Odyssey race. World Peace Sand, I do believe, is faster than Metro. But that is under normal circumstances. That is not under the situation that we're working in, where we actually have other things going on. Ash just getting 1 billion notifications on his phone. Aggron getting the T-Rex skip. Laurie taking a second to get an additional moon. Let's see what she's going for in that circumstance. I'm really not too sure what Laurie got that moon for. Maybe she got it as like a backup plan because she missed the trampoline. Just wanted to get the moon out of the way so that right after Mad Am she can just leave. We'll find out. We'll find out. Aggron getting the Cliff Moon. Ooh, Aggron opting to get Dino Room. Maybe looking to get some extra coinage? Not really sure what he... Oh, maybe he's going for 750 coins? Maybe he wants that column 1. So I'm only seeing some purples in Cascade, I think. No, nothing in... Nothing in Cascade. Okay, 20 regionals, there they are. Laurie also getting... Okay. Thank you. Potentially both working on total sub-areas then, as pointed to me by Naya's. Coin duping was not allowed, but I would not be surprised if neither runner remembered that. But I don't think either of them coin duped, so not something we need to be worried about. To purchase 4 souvenirs, it would take around like 30-ish purple coins, 30, 40. Because in some kingdoms they cost 10. I believe that they always cost 10% of the kingdom's purples. So for like cap or Cascade, that would be 5-ish. When did clips get banned? The runners decide before the race. I do believe that they are on different versions. But I'm also not sure. It could just be that neither of them are really comfortable with them, so they just kind of agreed not to have them. Well, why do runners decide that? Well, the bingo tournament doesn't really want to force people to play on a certain type of version, and a lot of people may not necessarily want to feel like they're playing at a disadvantage. So this is the tournament's solution to that issue. I can kind of get behind it just because I know some people would be like, well, I don't really want to play on 1.1 or 1.0. Aggron also getting this moon. Laurie leaving Cascade. Aggron and Laurie, I believe, both got... No, I don't think Laurie got 20 regional. I'm with you. The last Ayla. The shiny rocks, there are 2 in Wooded. 1 is near the bunny, and then 1 is in Deep Woods, and then the third shiny rock is in Cascade, where the Odyssey is when you first find it. When you come back to Cascade, there is a shiny rock there, holding a moon for you. 10 moons and cascades. There it is, thank you. Thank you. I haven't been able to see it the whole time. Alright, so it looks like column 5 is looking pretty good for them. board just changed! What happened to my Metro board? My board! My Metro! No, I think that they might have accidentally had the, isn't there another match going on right now? No, I'm not really sure what happened then. Oh well. Time to route on the fly, boys! Alright. Let's see. I gotta look at my TV because it has a slightly better... Alright, chat, hold up a second. I'm moving it over to my monitor. Alright. Get rid of that top left diagonal. That's too much. Let's not be ridiculous now. Oh, the other diagonal is kind of blocked by a lot of Metro. It's still an okay Metro board. Alright. Hear me out. We can still get a festival. Everybody. We take row 3. We take bottom left to top right down. No, wait, we can't take 30 moons in Metro and 30 moons in Insane. Are you crazy, Vash? Metro boards are overrated anyways. If I was a moderator in here, Neo. Metro boards are not overrated. It's fun seeing them struggle to get 32 moon. You know that most of these people never get 30 moons in Metro on first visit? That's a crazy! Alright, we can't take that bottom left diagonal. Can't take row... Dude, this board. Alright, we're taking the middle row. It's happening. You can't stop me. We're taking column 3. It's happening. You can't stop me. Now, which one's the least bad? Seaside or snow? Snow is probably the least bad, right? What are my seaside spaces? Any? No seaside spaces? Okay, now top left. There it is. Row 3, column 3, column 1. That's my final answer. World peace in Metro is just not that great, is the problem. But the board kind of incentivizes me to prioritize it. And if you're not just given a little bit of showmanship, you know, then what's the point of bingo? Play to the crowd, you know? Alright, Laurie heading into Pyramid. Maybe going for that showdown in the inverted pyramid. I think that Laurie is definitely going for that row 4. I think Aggron might be as well. Aggron getting shards, trying to get access to that pyramid. Well, they could just be going for column 1 and column 5, Kappa. Niles, one of my favorite things was seeing a certain runner say that they didn't even know that they were invisible platforms. I will agree with that. I think that Aggron is definitely going for a column 1, row 4. Now, what his third bingo is, yet to be seen. Aggron in Pyramid. Laurie having a little bit of trouble with Gap Room. Laurie finally making it. Could they not be doing row 2? I'm not so sure that either are really going for row 2. If Laurie... when Laurie beats this, we'll know if she's going for row 2, because she will have to immediately get some more moves, right? So if Laurie leaves right after this Harriet fight, then definitely not going. Alright, alright. Yes, yes, we see that the pyramid has gone up. And Laurie is leaving, so definitely not. Now let's see what Aggron does. Alright. Now we need to see if Aggron will be continuing. Maybe go back to Cap. I don't think I saw. There is a Cap space on this board, and it does kind of synergize with total. Wait, that was our previous board. We don't have total sub areas anymore. Alright, immediately leaves. Definitely not going for 30 in sand now. Oh, Laurie just barely missing that jump, but I think that she is going to end up going for the slightly safer way to get up, and oh, nails it. Going for the room that she was just practicing before the race. See, why is Laurie doing this room? Why is Laurie doing this room? Treasure chest? Row 3? Treasure chest, column 5? Laurie has this, you doubters! Laurie has it! Never doubted her. Never doubted it. Alright. Aggron, now in Lake. See what he's gonna be looking to do here. Misses the first fish jump, but come on, come on. Yep, yep. And he nails it. Easy peasy. These flowers give him a little bit of trouble, but it's fine. Laurie also in the Rango fight. Laurie dying on Rango. Pretty unfortunate. Aggron done with Rango. Ooh. Laurie misses fast kill, but does a slight recovery there. And he's gonna get it. Nails it. Okay. So both players done with Rango. Once the game decides to start giving us all these cutscenes, we'll see what they try to do next. Aggron still sticking around, gonna get his Lakitu fishing done here. So definitely going for at least row 3 or column 3. Maybe going for that diagonal, since he's already got shut on the inverted. Laurie going for the chest move. Definitely going for that row 5, well, row 3, column 5, 7 treasure chest. And she's made some pretty good progress on that, so she should probably have that by... Well, she didn't get all of them in sand. She got 2 in sand, 1 in cask, 2 here. So that puts her at 5. 6 could be getting in wooden. The 7th could be gotten in metro. You madman me! Get out of here with your lake painting jump. Seems like fishing is giving Aggron a pretty hard time. It gave Laurie enough time to catch up after the Rango fight, and it gave her time to go do the treasure chest. Ooh, Laurie also— this is a fishing stream, boys! K-Kona! It's not free. Get out of here. Laurie showing that she is the better fisherwoman. Aggron farming up some hearts. Ooh, that bonk's gonna cost Laurie a little bit of time there. The fish giveth, the fish taketh away. It kind of looks like Aggron maybe should have studied a little bit more on fishing before attempting this kind of score. Probably sitting over there yelling that it's not even anymore, the fish is run. But should be able to recover. Plenty of time still in the race. Laurie entering wooded now. And is this an early deep woods? I think it is. Or is it just an early... Oh, you can't bait Vash like this! She moved just like she was moving the deep woods. You saw it! You saw it, chat! You thought it too, but I'm the only one that said anything. Laurie making sure to get all these purples right now. Probably going for 60 regional coins and wooded, which scares some people, but some people definitely feel pretty confident. And it also kind of looks like Aggron is going for it too. Oh, is there even anything to get in deep? To which I responded, oh, some shiny rock moons. But that's actually wrong because that was on the previous board. Oh. Vesh is a professional commentator. He runs a very tight ship. Alright? Now it's both runners looking like they're on that any percent route. Laurie behind on 2 purples, probably missed the purples in the tree near the beginning. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Also opting not to get, neither runner opting to get those purples that are right next to the cliff, I don't think. A little bit weird. Laurie doing the quick sub room of the pipe maze. Pretty sure she's mostly just here for some easy moons and, you know, the 3 purples. Laurie opting to do these purples the hard way. Oh, making it look easy. The window on that cap floor to get all those purples is a little bit tight, so it's a little bit more difficult than she made it look. Well, on the other hand, Aggron skips pipe room and just goes straight through the story moons. Laurie, front-loading more on the purples, and while still managing to collect some moons, whereas Aggron is trying to mainline to this brutal fight. Saves the moon for on his way back so that he doesn't have to wait for it to be able to be collected. Small optimizations still come into play in Bingo. Laurie going into the maze. Probably wants those 4 purples at the end. Oh, that bonk's gonna cost her a little bit of time though. Aggron at the top, going towards this brutal fight. Laurie taking a Monka-esque approach to getting those purples for me. I don't really know if I've seen other people go for them that way, but it scared me a little bit. Laurie still getting some nuts. Don't think that there's a nut space on this board, but still pretty fast, so you'll still often see runners get a lot of them. Ooh, Aggron! Falling off, I think, while getting those 4 purples on the side. Laurie ahead and by 10 purples. Aggron in the Sphere fight now. Laurie barely on that flower path, really trying to run with it. Did not opt for a flower path skip though. Getting those 4 purples. Busting a nut. While Aggron finishes his Sphere fight and goes through 10 years of cutscenes. In case you were unaware, he got a Grand Moon. Laurie picking up a couple of extra purples. Gonna leave that one. Not that big of a deal. His platform being a little bit of a jerk to Laurie, but manages to maneuver without having to bonk. Saving herself some time by not bonking there. Ooh, Aggron purchasing costume. So that could be a column 3. Laurie also going for the 4 purple to run the boss fight. And makes it into the boss fight, but does a little pause to show off her chat. While Aggron does some purple cleanup. Alright. Aggron still doing some purple cleanup. Laurie finishing the boss. We getting our Goomba Moon. Neo spamming chat with some inappropriate, not safe for looking. While Aggron doing some more purple cleanup. Should be pretty close to the goal now. I'm pretty sure he bought a costume. Laurie also purchasing costumes. While purchasing a moon. Maybe looking to purchase some costumes? Nope, doesn't look like it. He did not buy a costume, so he still needs 15 more. Laurie, 7 away. But to be fair, I will still complain about 70 in sand. 70 in sand is Monka-esque. Oh, Aggron went to Deepwood. He's getting the shiny rock moon, everybody. It still came into play. He's actually kicking it. He's not going to use the dinosaur to break it. Laurie breaking open the hidden wall. Probably just more concerned with Aggron making the best out of his situation, getting his last remaining moons in Deep Woods. Laurie picking up this extra moon. Maybe Laurie's going for 22 moons in Wooded. That would or 3. Thank you. Aggron making some good progress on the board. Laurie has 60 regionals and Wooded done. Laurie marking the board during the run. Aggron leaving Wooded. Entering Cloud now. Laurie did Vash Tank Room and I missed it. Vash strat. Get the first moon and then bail. I'm fairly sure that Aggron did get 4 costumes. Because I think that he bought 2 coin ones, and I think that he has a sand one. So let's see how these Bowser fights go. Aggron already done. Laurie making progress. Oh, your boy inverted his mic mutes again, but it worked fine. He caught it early. Aggron here in Metro Day now, skipping the regionals, probably just looking to get his sub areas. Maybe do... I mean, he's probably doing Metro World Peace, so we're gonna get a festival. Whether you like it or not, chat. Ooh, misses the roof jump. Try again real quick. It's only like a 5-second time loss. And Laurie picking up Captain Toad, opting not to get any of the coins, so probably not looking to do costumes or anything like that. Laurie doing shards the Monka S way. Ooh, and getting the last shard. Aggron making short work of City Hall. Once again, not even close to missing it, so good job on his part. Not sure if Death Warp on Laurie's part. But probably not. Rolling over here to scare Klepto away, so that she doesn't have to worry about it at all. While Aggron is in everyone's favorite boss, Mecha Wiggler. Laurie's still a couple purples short of the 20 purples in loss, so with to be seen if she's doing that. Currently at 15 moons. We'll see what she does for the last moon. Oh! An unfortunate mistake on the Cappy dive. This is definitely going to cost Laurie some time. As she's got to go scare Klepto again. I actually don't remember if Cage respawned in this situation. Ooh, and getting those purples. Cage does not respawn. Good to know. Aggron finishing Mecha Wiggler. I didn't see whether or not it was a 2 or 3 cycle, but based on the timing, it kind of seems like a 3 cycle. Alright, and the last moon will be the 8th. Okay, okay. Aggron now in Day Metro. Probably going to be doing some any percent, but then throwing in... Oh, actually, no way he's doing anything, right? Because he's doing 30 minutes of Metro. So, get used to seeing Metro, everybody. We're going to be here a little bit. Some people's favorite kingdom in the game. Probably not my favorite. But, you know, a lot of people love to see Festival. We may get to see a Festival. Maybe not from Laurie, but looks like our Aggron's definitely going to give us a little bit of sour plus. I will actually ask for that, DK. Column 2, row 4, top left, bottom right. Laurie could be doing that. I do believe that there are enough moons routed in if you do 30 moons in Metro and 18 in Lost for that to be feasible. Well, hopefully they're both doing best. Aggron doing T-Rex room. Having a lot more success with it this run than he did the last run. With top left, bottom right be faster than row 3. I would... it would depend on what other spaces you decide to do, if I'm being honest with you. If you're just doing top left, bottom right, if you're just looking at that alone, it's really scary to do, because that's a lot of extra moons. That's 20-ish extra moons you're looking at getting. When we leave Metro, we leave with 75, no, that's 35 extra moons. We're only routing in 8 more, right? Row 3 is really, really good for Laurie here. The worst thing about it is the Metro, but as we just saw, I was just about to comment on this, this is actually her last treasure chest. So no seaside required. Oh, Laurie actually opting to take the safe route and take the long way around to hit Wiggler. Aggron cleaning up all around the world in Metro. I also just remembered that Aggron wearing a different costume. Costume change hype. Man of the people, he's done it 2 runs in a row. Sadly, there will be no Goomba picture match this time around, so no chance for a smiling Goomba. He's doing Hang in the Wind while Laurie does some Mecha Wiggler. Oh! That strat for Hanging in the Wind! Yes, Aggron did do the Goomba Moon in Wooded. So if he would like to finish that space, he will have to go to Snow or Seaside. If I had to say right now, I would probably say that Aggron is ahead. Because he and Laurie are both going for a space that takes a long time, and he is very close to having it done. Yes, this is a very close race, but let me make that very clear. The routing decisions that they've made, it's a little bit hard for me to say who's actually going to end up finishing first, just based on routing. Laurie entering Metro now. Metro Day, I'd say. Almost done with the 35 regional coins. Getting some RC car action in. Oh, yep. This moon can be a nightmare if you don't do it on first try. Then most people just have it kind of memorized, and improving it can be a huge pain. Laurie ends up getting it though. Laurie's got a lot of ground to make up in terms of moon count here in Metro. Especially since it looks like Laurie is going for that world peace in Metro. We aren't exactly... Okay, we're pretty sure that Aggron's also going for it, and he is pretty close. Aggron, very close for reaching his moon goal here in Metro. Only needs 3 more. Laurie getting some sub areas in. Activating Festival now. Doing some shopping. Buying a moon. Pay to win moon! Aggron getting the hidden moon here. Aggron still grabbing extra moons here in Metro because he might be a little bit worried about being under in terms of hitting 110 total. So, like, every moon still counts for him, as far as I know, because I haven't been keeping enough track of what his moon count was as he entered Metro. And get ready for your festivals! Who knows, maybe Aggron is going for 4 bingos. He might have also forgotten that he's not going for that goal. If we're all being honest. Aggron, currently in Festival. Man of the people. Showing off a lot of people's favorite part of the game. Rarely get to see it in speedruns, but we at least get to see it here. Opting to skip the 8-bit moon. Making sure to collect these coins on the way down, but doesn't collect all of them once it saves some time. Showing that it's not always about the money. Ooh, didn't damage boost. Uh-oh. 1 health on Festival. There's still quite a number of barrels to jump over. Gotta take his time a little bit. Got a little bit scared there, messed up his input a little bit. Opts to play it safe. Whew. Made it through it. Meanwhile, Laurie over here, trying to still clean up. That is an extremely scary situation in race because dying during Festival it can actually be a... I think it's like a minute, 2 time loss. Alright, so now all Aggron has to do is get a Goomba Moon in Seaside, and get 7 more moons in Seaside, and he will be done. Laurie, 2 musicians. Should be closing in on our last 4 purples as well. So, just so we all understand, Aggron has a little bit to do in Seaside, and Laurie still has to do Festival and make sure that she ends with 30 moons and get 4 more purple. But once Laurie is able to accomplish that, Laurie will be done with her triple bingo. Aggron working on his last Goomba Moon. This could end really, really closely, everybody. Can't stress that enough. There's about a 7-moon difference in different kingdoms at this point. I'm getting nervous over here. That's how close it is. I don't want to make a prediction on who might win. Because I don't want to be wrong. Alright, now all he needs is 7 moons in Seaside. If Laurie gets this moon, gets these 2 moons, they have 26. Gets the one in Festival and ends on Festival! Oh, Laurie bonks and falls into the goop. Oh, that's such a big deal at this point. Laurie still needs 1 more purple coin, but she can just get it right here. Alright, done with that goal. Meanwhile, Aggron only needs 4 more moons. Looks like he's gonna do Uncork. Nope, nope, not doing Uncork. Laurie getting the Festival moon. Well, getting the last moon before Festival. Aggron, 2 moons away. Laurie's gotta be feeling the pressure right now. Probably sees that her opponent is 1... Oh, she doesn't know this. It's 1 moon away. Or, no, that's time. That's 8. Wow. That is game, but look at how close it was, everybody. Laurie is about a minute out. Maybe less. Bing GGO, everybody. But at least we get to hear Festival now. Oh, I know the song and I would sing it, but I don't want to get banned from speed gaming, everybody. And This will be Laurie's last 3 moons, correctly calculated and perfectly on Festival. And as soon as it touches on the moon git... Oh, actually no, she ended early. Alright, and it looks like we will not be getting any interviews, but bin GGO to both of our runners. It was a really close race. It may not look like it based on the time or anything like that, but I highly disagree with that kind of measurement. I really liked both runners' routes. Again. Do the letter freedom glitch. No, Neo, get out of here. Trying to think about what else I would say about this board. I know that Aggron is not a fan of this board. But we did get a double festival, which is pretty cool. I would also like to say that there is another bingo match, I believe, going on right now over on Speed Gaming 2. So if you want more bingo, you can head over there. Sadly, if you're fiending for more Vash commentary, I will not be commentating that match. That match is being commentated by Luckless. Laurie would like me to add the comment, I sure wish my copy of this game was a physical cartridge, so I could break it right now. And we have another bingo match coming up in an hour. No, in half an hour. That it's B-Barbs versus Small Ant, and we have another one going at the same time, which is Justin Minato Purge versus English. That's on Speed Gaming 5. So there's a whole lot of bingo going on today, everybody. If you're really fiending for bingo, you are gonna get it. Never mind, B-Barbs versus Small Ant was canceled. So it looks like I won't be needed to commentate that one. So I have been your commentator, Vash, and I commentated your runners, LaurieDBunnykins and AwesomeAggron. Congratulations to Aggron. Don't feel too bad, Laurie. I think you played pretty well. And I will be heading out, so thanks for watching.